today, the Arizona Republican Senate president, who arranged for that circus to happen with all the Arizona votes, she told local right-wing talk radio in Arizona today that they have definitely discovered discrepancies in their audit. Arizona Mirror covered this today, basically indicating that the result of this Arizona audit clown show, whatever result they announce, which should be soon, that result will definitely be used by them to try to discredit the election result in the state of Arizona. And we've known, of course, that that was coming. But today they started signaling that directly. So get ready for that. That is also going to sort of up the ante and inject new dynamics here. But it was interesting to see, and I didn't expect this, but today at his big speech in Philadelphia on voting rights, President Biden pulled out the sort of the big rhetorical guns on voting rights and the imperative to act. And I'll play some of that for you in just a second. But he also called out some of this stuff that I'm describing, these efforts even now to undermine the election. He called out some of that stuff in stark terms that I didn't expect.
With recount after recount after recount, court case after court case, the 2020 election was the most scrutinized election ever in American history. Challenge after challenge brought to local, state, and election officials, state legislatures, state and federal courts, even to the United States Supreme Court not once but twice. More than 80 judges, including those appointed by my predecessor, heard the arguments. In every case, neither cause nor evidence was found to undermine the national achievement of administering the historic election in the face of such extraordinary challenges. Audits, recounts were conducted. In Arizona and Wisconsin, in Georgia, it was recounted 3 times. It's clear. For those who challenge the results and question the integrity of the election, no other election has ever been held under such scrutiny and such high standards. The big lie is just that, a big lie. The 2020 election, it's not hyperbole, suggests the most examined and the fullest expression of the will of the people in the history of this nation. This should be celebrated. An example of America at its best. But instead, we continue to see an example of human nature at its worst, something darker and more sinister. In America, if you lose, you accept the results. You follow the Constitution. You try again. You don't call facts fake and then try to bring down the American experiment just because you're unhappy. That's not statesmanship. That's not statesmanship. That's selfishness. That's not democracy. It's a denial of the right to vote. It suppresses. It subjugates. The denial of full and free and fair elections is the most un-American thing that any of us can imagine. The most undemocratic, the most unpatriotic.
The most undemocratic, the most unpatriotic. President Biden speaking today, really going full blast on the still expanding, still accelerating project on the political right now to try to illegitimize the election result from 2020.